You live on Block Bennett TV.
Hey, how's it going? This is Don Russell calling in.
Don Russell, good to finally get a chance to talk to you, brother. How you feeling?
Pretty good, yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm blessed.
Wonderful. Of course, my phone has been ringing a lot lately with people calling and making me aware that I'm being mentioned on different shows. And, I prided myself very much on the beginning of being quiet and standing back. But when these shows and these accusations start flowing and they have the ability to move around, then you have to somehow address them.
Right.
There have been several rumors swirling around inside of Rob's camp, outside of Rob's camp with different people, that have come in and out of his life.
Right.
And I like to address them. I mean, just to the point to say what my involvement is, what I've been doing for Rob. I've been knowing him over 30 years.
Right.
We street perform together.
As you should.
Right. Well, I mean, and I didn't immerse myself into Rob's world for anything outside of, I heard the song I Admit. I was headed to California, and when I came back to Chicago, he took me to the studio, we talked, and he laid out what was going on in his career and in his life, and I rolled up my sleeves. You know what I mean? And I invested a lot of cash in rolling up my sleeves. Not one time did I ever steal anything from Rob to address those rumors. As a matter of fact, I carried Rob, and as far as the studio bill, as far as paying for, putting cash in his pocket, the last two of my credit card paid for all of that. I've got, as everybody's stating, receipts to show that. I paid for researchers, investigators. I brought a team together to find out a lot of information and unravel things as it pertains to why he was in the situation he was in. Part of the other things that we were doing, we were diversifying his brand. I mean, Rob had only been, the people that had access to Rob that managed his career had only, basically opened up one door. And that was the door the musical door, and exploited the hell out of that, for personal gain and to benefit themselves, while he had other talents that nobody was actually taking a look at. So as part of what I was doing with Rob in the beginning was, we had set up some other side deals with technology, with consumable products and things of that nature. And we were working those deals out when Lifetime showed up, and it derailed all of that. So Rob said, Don, listen, there's a lot that people don't know, and we talked about the young ladies. We had a lot of conversations about his background, his history, and all of that stuff, his family history, stuff that I didn't know, and what happened with his business. And I asked Rob, we would meet way out different places, and I would ask Rob a lot of tough questions about, his business dealings and young women in his life, and his family situation and all that. And he didn't have a problem sharing that with me because, we have been friends for over 30 years. We street performed together. I never hate off of Rob. And the one time that I ever, did deal with him or close with any of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So I didn't need, that, anything from Rob. So the first thing I kind of want to address is one. This whole feud between me and Dana J. Let me just, and then I'll go through Dana. I'll talk about Steve and everybody. But first of all, I don't know Dana J. I saw him one time.
Okay.
Now, I was around Rob for about a year and a half straight every day.
Okay.
And I only saw Dana one time, and that was the day the girl Jasmine came to the basketball gym. He was in the gym. Kind of weird acting to me, but that Rob's got a lot of weird acting people around him. I mean, so for him to say anything negative about me, the reason I have an issue with Dana J is because he brought Jasmine there. Jasmine meant to do Rob harm. I know that because I tried to get her to leave myself.
Okay.
When she was sitting in the truck, I went out there and said, listen, who are you and what are you doing here? I'm here to see Rob. I said, listen, you need to leave. Because first of all, she looked young as fuck to me. And I thought that was a bad look. She was standing outside the gym when we left playing basketball. And I'm like, I'm not understanding, why are you here? But I came in, from, I forgot what she said. She was from to come see him and go to his trial and be supportive. And I'm like, get the hell out of there. So I agreed to take her to the bus and drop her off or whatever be the case. She didn't do it. End up putting her in Rob's truck. Can
I just real quick, brother? I don't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to stop right there for just a quick second. Okay. So about Jasmine, you mentioned that you took her to drop her off.
No, I didn't. No, I offered to drop her back off at the mega bus. And she said she came in on and took about $170 that she needed to get back home because she was supposedly stranded out here. So what happened was Bug, which is just Rob's uncle, came out and he intercepted the conversation. I went in and had a conversation with Rob. Like, listen, man, who is this? She don't need to be here, dog. I mean, I'm telling this guy straight on what he told me she was here on.
Okay.
She flew in, she busted in to go to his trial and all. I'm like, no, that sounds like the other motherfucker trying to face. I mean, so no, get on up out of here. He didn't appreciate it. Rob didn't like what I was saying to him. I said, you know what, Rob, at least you know. She actually was on the phone with another person, Cass Jones, at the time, talking to her, and Cass conferenced her in with me. So I'm listening to her. I'm talking about she was scared, and she didn't. It was just a crazy night. So I'm like, listen, you gotta go. That was the bottom line. Rob didn't want her to leave, so she didn't leave. It's real simple. I mean, I got in my car and I went on about my business. But that was the only time I ever met Dana.
Okay.
Never met him, saw him in my life. Dana doesn't know anything about me, so he can fail to keep acting as if. Rob is not the type of person that's going to tell you about his relationship with another person and how they, whatever they're doing for him at any capacity.
Okay,
but Dana wasn't in the lane that I was in, so I didn't care nothing about what he was doing.
So Brother Russell, Brother Russell, let me ask you this:
Go ahead.
What do you think would be the reason as to why these accusations from Dana is on your back? In your personal opinion?
Dana teamed up with Will Leedy in the future. I made a mention of Dana in a post that I put out, and it was that I named him as a snake because of what I investigated about Jasmine and how she actually got here and how she got in Rob's truck, and it was through Dana. And I'm saying, don't nobody need to be putting no girls or nothing in motherfucking his truck right now while he's going through what he's dealing with right now. That was just enough for Rob. I'm like, he doesn't do any of that for Rob. I know who handles Rob's business. Matter of fact, it was me that was handling a majority of Rob's business at the time. Because Rob's business had intertwined into my business. So, but fast forward to answer the question, listen, there's a lot of folks in Rob's camp that has snaked him over down to something we would never believe. And unraveling the truths and asking Rob questions about people who stole from him and things of that nature and proving them that stole. Nobody's even looking at, these girls are all smoke and mirrors. The Honda Pages, the Ashanti McGee, the Phase Rod, that's smoke and mirrors. That's what they want us focused on. The real intruders, the people who really did wrong by this man, is his own camp. Because even with all of them coming forth in accusations, everything that they're charging him for now is not based on him having sex with any of these girls. It's racketeering. It's trafficking. It's things that they're bending law to fit to have so when he does have his day in court, nobody's prepared for that. And the only way they arrived at that conclusion is because of the people that's right around Rob, the managers that were stealing, the accountants that were stealing, the lawyers that were stealing, the ecosystem that they designed to steal all this money from him. And the moment he started investigating they stealing, they planted landmines. So when he step out, boom, they go up in his face. And that's not just talking about 5 or 6 people. I'm talking about every goddamn body. It was $900 million in the hole that should have been in his pocket where everybody stole from him. They gave him a weekly allowance, and that's what I investigated. So of course I'm gonna have enemies because these motherfuckers know I know shit about their dirt, and we're preparing for that when we get to court. Everybody's thinking we should be prepared for Johanna face. Fuck Johanna. She done done so much dirt in her years. Listen, I can oppose her in 10 seconds, and this shit would be over with. There's some motherfuckers like Cheryl Mack and a whole bunch of other names that don't nobody know exist in his life, and Barry Hankerson and goddamn Linda and goddamn Joan and Diane and Cash. Don't know anybody looking at them folks. Those are the ones that need to be under scrutiny and investigation right now. Fuck a Dana J, fuck a Johanna Pace. They ain't done nothing. We can get them out the way real easy. What about the ones who stole? Man, it seemed as if he was doing all this crooked shit, and just to throw him under the bus so he couldn't come after them. That's what we're dealing with right now. So Dana don't know shit about none of that shit, so he needs to stop. He can tell us about these hoes all day long. All he's doing is distracting people from the real folks that have wronged this man and put him in that situation. And I wasn't one of them. I just came around the man a year and a half ago. The dirt had been done already. I mean, stop with that shit. Like, I came to help this guy. I've known him since our childhood. See off this man today. I spent over $100 grand that I definitely can show. And if you Google my ass, you can see that I've got a background where it's possible. I've done good things in Hollywood. My family owns a chain of restaurants. I own a tech company, president and CEO. We raised $3 million a couple of years ago for that tech company. So what am I doing but bringing my resources to the table to help this man? And people like Dana that's throwing shade on that, they're not helping him. They're not man by doing that shit. Rob told Green, I'm going to switch to Greenberg real quick. Rob told Greenberg, and I'll say this, the interview was after his fucking phone, and it's funny, he after his phone, but Dana, but not me. He took us in the studio in the back booth, me and you, Greenberg, and said, Greenberg worked with Don, he's got the shit that you need to free me in this case. But this was when the case was a lot lesser. This one there was lesser charges. This other shit that became federally and all that. Rob let down Greenberg for that shit. Matter of fact, Greenberg was brought to Rob out in the cold, who had the Bill Cosby case. She couldn't do it, so he stepped his ass in when it was lesser charges. He's not equipped to handle these motherfucking charges that I just Rob, which is why I brought in Melvin off of that shit. And nobody else did. I flew out to California, met the man, brought him here twice, met him here, never said anything about the shit because Rob needs that level of attorney to put a blanket on this shit. He needs Andrew Wyatt, that level of a PR specialist to come in and blanket and control the fucking press. That's what he needs. Not these low-level motherfuckers who ain't never had a dogfight at the top of the mountain. They can't even breathe with this shit. So for them to keep going out here first of all, none of these motherfuckers get along. They don't communicate. Doug doesn't communicate with fucking Greenberg. Greenberg don't communicate with Ray. Ray don't communicate with nobody. Nicole, all them motherfuckers are long rangers trying to sling bullets and get pressed and shit for their own good. They're not helping that man. And if this will cause them to do it, then guess what? Bring y'all ass together, have some strategy sessions. Hey, listen, if I had some fucking information that was valuable to winning this case, I would hear him out. But Rob told that motherfucker to talk to me, and he won't do it. Why? Why is it that he won't sit down and get the information that I have that nobody's focused in on? We don't want the world to know. I just want them to know. We're not trying to let the other side know about what we've come up with that will help defend this man. I want him to have it so he can use it to defend this man. And if he decides it's no good, it's fine too. But Rob asked that motherfucker to do that shit. And he still to this day will not fucking come out here and throw shots in the dark and shit that we did. If you want to know who ended Rob's motherfucking tax problem, my mother did that shit. We eliminated those tax problems from him. He's not going to have no issues with the IRS now. Can't nobody else come up and tell you the process that we took him to eliminate some fucking problems. I guarantee you they can't. They can't show you the signatures, the passports, the driver's license, all that shit that I have in my possession. It's Tony portal. It's Tony contract. I have all of that shit. And I'm not leaked any of it because you know what? I want it to go into the hands of the right person. Not these low-life motherfuckers who are trying to touch, do books, stay in front of a fucking camera or microphone at his expense. He wouldn't have that shit if he was out. You know damn well if Rob was on the streets, he would not have your ass speaking his dollar or raising money in his dollar. That's bullshit. So cut it out.
So it sounds like I hear the passion in your voice, and it obviously is weighing heavy on your heart. And I'm glad that you're actually out here being man enough to approach these platforms and speak your mind. I guess the question I have.
I don't have to call into this shit. I got Rolling Stones, CBS, NBC, all normally put me in front of a camera. But the moment I get in front of that camera, I'm a target now. I can't move around and do what the fuck I'm doing. I got people sending death threats because of the dumb shit that Dana and these idiots are fucking spewing out here. Cut it the fuck out. You're not helping this man. You can go online and see it. If you ask me listed as his fucking manager, I didn't do that shit. I did articles here for months ago for him because he asked me to. So when all the other managers stole from him, I said, listen, Rob, you don't need another manager. I'll be your consultant and your fucking advisor. When I spoke, the papers made me his fucking manager because I spoke so eloquently and I had so much background that they researched.
So you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like you're saying that Dana's responsible for possibly putting a hit on you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, first of all, I'm not worried about it. I'm connected too high to different sources that have a word about some shit like that.
No, I'm not saying you're worried. I'm not saying you're worried. I'm just speaking of the accusation. Now, you ain't supposed to be worried about it, not as a man, but yeah, I'm just saying because all of this is heavy and it's dark. You know what I'm saying? These streets right now is dark. So what I'm saying is that are you saying that Dana is responsible for putting a hit on you? Do you think that Dana has that?
Not just Dana. Okay. It's not just Dana. Dana's working with Will Media and a few other folks too.
So they're putting a hit on you. You think that they're all in on
a hit on me because they know what I know about them. See, I could easily put this shit out right now, but it's not going to help win this case. I'm putting it in the hands of the right attorney. We had a couple of attorneys that came in and interviewed with Rob. Mezenoff is sitting back and waiting. He wants money. We got ways to raise the money, but they won't give it as long as fucking Steve Greenberg is in the position because he's a fucking idiot. Look at the fucking motion he filed. They gonna say his client wanted him to do. I don't give a fuck. If my client did want me to do that, I wouldn't have filed no motion saying he needs to see his two girlfriends. He got a right-handed problem and a fucking hernia. That's the dumbest shit in the world you could put in a motion. And then laughing at Rob and his ass all the way every day because of dumb shit like moves like that they keep making.
Let me ask
Shut the fuck up. And then the judge said, tell the ass to shut the fuck up. He did.
So let me ask
And
you.
then you had a federal attorney come in town and tell you, don't file that fucking motion because it's not going to help. I'm preparing one that will get him. I'm not going to say what the solution is that they wanted to do with it, but if there was a solution presented, Greenberg goes ahead and does the shit anyway. He's not even a fucking federal attorney. He's fucking a state guy. He's horrible at that. He got fired for Drew Patterson, who killed the police officer, killed his wife, for fucking being incompetent. The fucking knucklehead. If you want to shut me up, call me and get me in your fucking office so we can have a conversation. But other than that, I'm going on every show and I don't give a fuck who likes it or not. And I'm going to tell the goddamn truth. So at least it's out there in the can. When people start seeing this shit, they're going to come to your ass with it.
So let me ask you just, I'm going to ask you just a question like way out center field. A price on your head. How much would that be?
Oh, hell no. On my head?
Yeah. I mean, what would be the purpose? I'm just asking you, what would be the purpose? Like, who would benefit from you being removed from the face of the earth? What?
To have his whole crew. Shit, I know how they stole what from, the bank accounts, the treasury, all this shit that they set up, the federal money from the debt. I got all that fucking information. And that's what the goddamn, the fucking Homeland Security is preparing to fight Rob on. They ain't gonna get damn low-life ass bitches that's claiming that he did this shit to him. No, remember, his last case, they investigated Lisa Van Allen and all the other motherfuckers and got their dirt shit in I got all their dirt already sitting in the file. So they want everybody to think that that's what it's about. It ain't got shit to do with that. It's these motherfuckers who stole from him that he was getting hold of. He was going to sue Sony. He's going to sue them. And guess what? They start turning shit over to the authorities and get his ass fucked up and move that shit from being child. That's not even talking about kids no more. They're talking about trafficking and fucking the labor board and all that shit. How would they know any of that shit if these niggas close to him wouldn't give them information? Come on now. Read the charges that you're being charged with. It ain't just sex. They talking about some he don't pay motherfuckers. They talking because a motherfucker coming to the studio and they're gloomy talking to half these motherfuckers. Ron should have paid his people. What? She mean Ron should have paid his people. He didn't take care of his people right. Fuck you mean? If you didn't feel you was being taken care of, you should have got the fuck on with someone where they was going to appreciate your value. Nobody forced you to come into this man's life. He gave you access to shit that you didn't know how to parlay into something else. So get the fuck on with that. I had that conversation with too many of them motherfuckers, and they know the shit I have on them. That's why they fucking attacking me.
So
this motherfucker done gets that information to the right person. Not only is Rob gonna win this fucking case, but then they're gonna come out to our asses next.
So I guess the thing that bothers a lot of us, you know, the people that support him, the people that have been digging deep and trying to piece all of these things together. I mean, this thing goes way, 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 way deep, and a lot of people are involved. People that, you know, I mean, of course, as bloggers, we tapping in and trying to piece stuff together. Your name comes up, of course, because you've been around them, and you've been around them a long time. Now, you're saying, you know, that people trying to erase you and this, that, and the other. I guess the biggest thing is, if Greenberg is not doing anything with the pertinent information that you have, is he the only person that this information can go to?
So I gave the information to Ray because at one point I trusted him. Then I found out he was a low-life motherfucker too. Ray Shalaby, he is, because he did some backstabbing ass shit. And he's leaking shit out to certain people that he shouldn't be doing that to, by the way. You know, and I can prove that Ray paid me for the fucking, if I got the fucking council check what he paid me for it, because he wanted to jockey for that position. At one point I thought Ray was a good guy. But when I went to his office and he said he had a law firm, he's got one office in that motherfucker. I said, this ain't a firm, it's a practice. Where's the goddamn conference room so we can put whiteboards up and put all this shit on it? So that's the issue right there. I gave it to Ray, I tried to talk to him. I talked to Doug. Doug was supposed to come in here in the beginning of September. I got white boys in my house with Sean on it. We supposed to connect the dots on shit. He didn't show up. Somebody from Doug, he's raising money. I asked Brian sees Rob down there every other day. I asked Rob, is that supposed to be out? He said, no, it's not. I'm shutting this shit down. First of all, unless there's a united front with all these motherfuckers coming together, raising capital for his defense, and he signed off on it, which he can do that from jail, God damn it, they don't have permission to do that. They're taking that shit to themselves, fueling their own practices with that shit.
Okay. All right.
The moment they put their face next to R. Kelly, they just say, trust me. They just come out of the shit. As much shit as I know about this man, I ain't with public with none of that shit. I ain't cutting no book deals. I ain't got a motherfucking thing. Kept this shit tucked away. So when the time is right, and I feel he has the right legal defense team, and I don't give a fuck if it is Greenberg. If Greenberg was sitting down doing some honest fucking work, I would give it to him. But he's not.
Okay. That's what I was waiting to hear right there.
Show up for camera appearances and put out dumbass motions. Tell me something smart that he's done since he's represented Rock. Goddamn it, O.J. Simpson got let go for killing 2 white motherfuckers. This motherfucker can't get him out for fucking on some groupies. Get the fuck out of here. He's not the right man.
And that's what everybody's trying to figure out. So you pretty much hold the key. You pretty much hold the key is what it sounds like to me.
Listen, I will let the greatest attorney in the world determine that. And I've talked to 3 of them, and let's get his ass out. And these ain't friends of mine. I had friends of mine connect me with these motherfuckers and say, listen, I want to run this scenario by them and lay out all this evidence and tell me what you think. And then I say the 4-5 hour meetings every time. I'm sitting down going through God, and like, God, this is it. This gets them out. But a lot of other motherfuckers don't go to jail, though. That's the problem. It ain't just getting them out there. I got that the problem is when he get out, you got a long large list of motherfuckers that's going to jail.
No, we know. It's just a matter of time before we get a chance to finally see. We all have our.
Listen, man, this man ain't got a negative bone in his body, a destructive bone in his body. He's peaceful. He's done the greatest job of producing some of the best music, despite all of the shit that he's had to go through. At a young age, Rob had went through so much shit that he could
show WOD code for.
And fail, unlike most of us, in a dysfunctional environment because of what he had to go through as a kid. So him coming up all these years, getting where he has, existing in dysfunctional stuff that he learned to do.
Copy WOD code for.
I mean, so all these motherfuckers that's coming around here, there's horrible people that was around this man that was stealing from him, garnishing his ass, cleaning his bank accounts by just putting some cash every weekend, $100,000 fucking allowance. Why don't he own this studio? That studio cost $250,000. That that the bitch who knows she did it took out a $2.5 million hard money loan against it, and Rob thought he was paying a mortgage, he was paying a hard money loan back.
Now
she don't know who the fuck she is, and I know that because I had to pay that shit 3 months. I got the receipts to show. The $60,000 I took him one time, the $40,000 out of my motherfucking account.
Now, you make a lot of sense, bro. But this is my thing, though, man. I mean, I personally, if I was holding the actual torch, if I had the purse with all the contents in it that would actually free this man that all of you motherfuckers say y'all love. This the only thing that gets under my motherfucking skin, Don. And I don't mean to cuss, bro, but I get a little when I hear people keep talking about how much they done for him, how they love him, and this, that, and other. See, this is what I don't like. Because if you hold the key, bro, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
who do I turn it over to? I'm not a fucking attorney. I'm trying to sit down with an attorney.
Bro, you don't have to be an attorney, bro. You got to understand that liberal media, that big push that they got, along with these movements, are doing some real crazy. I'm not saying take it to the media because I don't trust them at all. I don't trust the media.
You don't understand. You don't understand the uphill battle that there is. Let me give you some insight on how deep this shit is, which you don't understand.
I get it.
First of all, Rob is not fighting against just the media. He's not fighting against special interests. What you have to realize, at one point I was negotiating with Warner Brothers. I was talking to American media. I was talking to all these companies about all these joint ventures that we were going to do with Rob. Then the shit just went dead. Damn. What the fuck? I know the president of these companies. But when it was interns and fucking lawyers at the companies, I was out there in California, we grew up through the chain together. So when they found out I was working with Rob, they're like, okay, Don, how can we help? What can we do? What do you got? I'm putting these things out, and all of a sudden, the call just went dead. Like, they wouldn't even let us have the phone no more. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I started doing investigation. I started investigating. I'm like, okay, this, because one of the things was the cease and desist order. I'm the one that, when they had the incident in New York with Lifetime, I was the one communicating with Lifetime, A&E, Disney, all these folks, ownership, shareholders of Lifetime, to took them to cease and desist because they were violating this man, not only his brand by his copyright, his trademark, all that shit they violated. And I told them, listen, you guys continue to do it. I mean, it's $150,000 every time he uses Mark E-commerce and don't pay him without his fucking permission. R. Kelly is a brand. It's not a person. It's a fucking brand. Just like Nike, just like Lifetime, just like Adidas.
Right.
Brand.
Right.
It has a corporate structure to it. People work for that motherfucker. So you're using his brand for a profit and you ain't giving them shit. So I'm doing my work and I'm looking at the shit. I'm like, okay, I was seeing all this special. I researched this shit down to shareholders of fucking Lifetime, the special interest group and Disney and all these things. And I'm like, okay, these same motherfuckers own ownership in British systems. These same motherfuckers have ownership in the pharmaceuticals and consumable products. All shit that's killing people. That's decreasing population of people eating bad food, drinking bad water, going to prison, all this shit. The special interest groups have equity and equitable shares and all of that shit. It's traceable. Trump's looking at homework. So I'm like saying, you know what, get that down. Okay? So these motherfuckers are, and this is who I was up against. I understand this now.
He definitely up against a heavy machine. That's why I said I'm with you.
But let me tell you why. Let me give you the why. Of all of them are creating products, bad food, so that's killing people, bad pharmaceuticals, that's killing people. Go look at the entertainment industry. You got all these rappers and this shit that's coming out that's killing people. Doing lean, doing popping molly. All that shit that ain't nobody loving nobody. The only problem that they had was what? R. Kelly, because their music makes fucking babies. He's a baby maker. He increases the fucking population. He don't decrease it. So we're not fighting against some motherfuckers like just want to see a man throw behind bars to fucking look. No, we're fighting against a machine that kills people and he makes babies. That's what the problem is. All around the world, he has changed it. Hundreds of thousands of babies that go up and become presidents of companies. Some of them go to jail. All of them. The world needs to be less that shit. That's why it's so difficult to think about what the fuck is Homeland Security. Why they interested in a bitch like 100 babies or all these black holes? They not. They got to get rid of his ass because he's especially the chins are right now for the country. That's the problem.
Yeah, I've always had that thought, man, because I always knew that these folks was actually corrupt. So at the end of the day,
so now you're telling me I should fight these motherfuckers right now? No, man, that's not smart.
Yeah,
you give this shit to somebody who knows how to fight them motherfuckers because I don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to ask you if you got anybody in mind, but
because of this,
I said I want to ask you if you got anybody in mind, but I don't even want to know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I brought him in town. I brought times you can get a quote from Mesro, who was the first person. Mason was the first person who made contact with him. When I was the one that flew out there and met with his ass, sat down with him, and had the conversation of getting him interested in this case.
So at the end of the day, man, it just seemed like it's so many people involved with this thing. It seemed like a lot of people are doing a lot of finger pointing. You know what I mean? Don't really have a legitimate reason to be beefing or at war at all. That's something I spotted. I spotted a lot of that a long damn time ago. And I took all of that personally as a distraction from what's really going on. And we all know what the man is up against. The thing is that he ain't the only person up against it. We all are up against it. I'm talking about men. I'm not just talking about his supporters. I'm talking about men in general, black people in general. Yeah, so
5-6 also copy traffic 8-4. We're still clear over here at Covington as well.
So people are shaking in their fucking boots right now.
Oh yeah,
this shit happens to him. Because you know why? The projects can bring down a fucking icon because Lifetime has made it entertainment to bring icons down now. So all they got to do was prove that they was, oh yeah, I went to Jay-Z concert. He stuck a finger up there. I got the picture. Put a lawsuit against them. These groupies out the bottom, they get $250,000 just for saying that shit now. Just shut the fuck up.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's way bigger than that. So what that's going to do is, yeah, now in powerful positions, that's going to shut William down.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, do I hire her for that job?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
The scrutiny y'all going to have to go through, so just because of these little like nothing bitches setting this negative precedence for y'all. That's a bad thing for the world. It's not a good thing.
No, brother, you got a heavy burden on your shoulder, man. You know, and I hope you move. I hope you move smooth, but at the same time, I do hope that you actually act like soon. I hope you pick the right time and you act soon, especially if you're holding the key. You know, figure it out. Because I mean, at the end of the day, bro, you out here. You know what I'm saying? You out here, and you know you reaching out to people, which is cool. But you saying that you got the key. So if you got the key, people gonna hold you accountable, brother. I know I'm gonna hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. Yeah, I mean, because we men at the end of the day.
Listen, it's things that's moving right now silently that nobody knows. But the key is timing, and everything timing is the most important thing.
That's true.
You can't jump out there too soon. You know when the door opens and it's open for you. So you have to be patient. You can't rush it because you're feeling nervous and you feel like you gotta please some people. I don't give a fuck about half them people that think that I'm supposed to say something good, but I'm fuck them. That's what I know. I'm a strategic thinker and I'm an operator. That's why Rob put me in charge of his shit. That's
what my show was about tonight, because I agree with you on that. That's how I roll. You got to think first. You don't just jump out there. The time will reveal itself.
I mean, there is a plan, and people will see it. I'm not sitting there back on my hands not doing shit. No, I'm working with that, and I'm just these David J's and all these motherfuckers. I get all these and defend myself, but y'all shouldn't even have to do that. That man didn't do nothing because of me. So what the fuck is he out here throwing me under the bus for? Fuck is he? I ain't got shit to him.
Mm-hmm. And
you for Rob, stop being negative. Just keep it positive.
So what is the solution to all of this? I mean, I know you're saying that, you know, you're working with some folks or whatever, and you got to get this out, but what verbally tell us, what is your solution to all of this?
I mean, if you're for Rob, you can be for Rob without being against other people.
True, absolutely.
I mean, that's just the whole thing.
Absolutely.
And everybody, I mean, if they're so down, why don't he bring 5 or 6 motherfuckers like him together that's so for Rob and be for Rob every fucking day?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And leave all the negative shit alone.
Right. That's what's needed first and foremost. It's the only way anything don't get done. You gotta have a clear mind.
We trying to fight a machine called Me Too that united women around the world, and they came up and they brought down an icon. Well, why don't you do the same shit? Me Too went out there talking negative about people that didn't do shit. No, they didn't do none of that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if you're going to do something, advocate for the man without being negative. They'll say, sit down, and you should be. There's a lot of motherfuckers that have done wrong to Robert, and nobody attacking the ass at all.
Mm-hmm.
Years before Don Russell came around this man. I mean, so it's like, what the fuck are you doing attacking? Attack the motherfuckers who stole that motherfucking money from his studio. Attack them motherfuckers who stole the money from all them damn concerts. Where they name at? Why they name ain't being fucking mentioned? Don't come in here mentioning now when I ain't done shit to help that.
I'm surprised that a lot of motherfuckers still alive, quite frankly. Because on some real shit, a lot of y'all be dead fucking with me. Because that man was worth a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not threatening you. I'm just speaking on some stuff from my side. Ain't no way in hell. Like, we all agree that he had a bunch of suckers and some cowards around him. Some greedy bastards. So at the end of the day, everybody looks guilty, including you, because you were there. But you understand that. You know that.
No. I wasn't there.
No. I'm just saying.
Already done.
No, I'm just. Yeah. I'm clear on that.
Hear me out. The last tour I did, I intercepted his manager for stealing half the money. He got every dime of his money on that tour because I was the one driving his backline around from place to place, collecting his money and putting that shit in his hands directly versus letting 5 other people touch that shit. before he even got it. And PLA is out of that. You know, the first time you get the smallest tour to make the most fucking money on a small tour like that. I uncovered that Lifetime was the one that was fucking booking that motherfucking show just to show sloppy ticket sales and shit. People don't know about a lot of shit that went on out there.
Woo.
I was there. I know what the fuck happened. So cut that shit the fuck out. You go on my Facebook page, see me driving the goddamn bus. Cut it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
nah.
stop it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, some wicked shit going on, bro.
Yeah.
Wicked, man. But again, you know, like you hold the torch, man. I know it's some heavy stuff going on right now, and somehow we got to figure out how to go. I mean, right now, the public is thinking, you know, the public is trying to push back, you know.
Yeah,
but
what you just said was key. We. It ain't a me thing. It's a we thing.
Yeah.
I mean, and every blogger that I've gotten on this show and talked to them, I've turned, after a conversation, most of them, with the exception of the last one I talked to, the narrative on the story that's changed and that's hand down, what do we do? I'm like, hold off. Because we have to move in numbers at the same time. We have to create an agenda.
125 code 4.
Can push that can change the narrative because everybody has to carve out a lane.
Okay.
All the bloggers sit together. We give you the content that you need to put out there to change the narrative. That's the bottom. That's ground troops. Then we bring in air support. Then we got the infantry. I mean, you have to plan this thing like you go into war because that's exactly what the fuck we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, everybody's the lone horsemen trying to go out there and do it on their own. Trust me.
77-1041 HQ.
All these motherfuckers came together. That's for him.
Copy 77-1041.
Shining light on certain things. Guess what? This would work. This conversation was necessary. This conversation was necessary to get you. Hopefully, me and you have a connection now.
I definitely agree with a lot of stuff that you're saying, with the exception of that motherfucking Tasha K. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Tasha K, that's a messy motherfucker right there.
That slipped out. That slipped out. I have contempt for her because of the shit that she put out about me.
Yeah, when you said that, I had to raise an eyebrow. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
me too. Yeah, no, that was an accident. Trust me, retract that. For the record, I'm retracting that. She's a low life bitch. That's how I feel about her.
Okay. I'm about to say that motherfucker.
Let her hear that.
She reckless. She reckless.
Yeah, man, beyond reckless. So,
but that's the agenda. That's the agenda, man. Because there's a lot of things that's going on in the background with a lot of the supporters and stuff. Because a lot of people do see eye to eye, and we do see and know that this has to happen. There has to be an opposition that's willing to get together and fight. Because it's not going to start with Rob, and it's not going to end with Rob.
That's right. There's got to be listen. That's a tall machine. That's all I can tell you. But we can do it. Just like David and Goliath. David knew where to swing that motherfucking rock.
No doubt.
He knew where to put it at you to bring them down. So we can have the same thing. But if you got everybody versus sitting down and saying, okay, this person has this, he got that, she got this. This is what each of them is a different piece to the puzzle. Collectively, they form this picture when it's done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but you pushing folks from people who have important pieces of the puzzle away from them.
No, 7 code 4.
Positions where they can't move and keep doing what they're doing. I go and I spew on this next
97 code 4.
shit. Sit down. If you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then give me a call. Say, D, okay, listen, man, we got problems right now. We got beef.
110-67, both code 4.
Number 110-67, both code 4. 84 is also code 4.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, I lost it from my son in my car.
It's all good. Yeah.
So,
But it's a lot of work that need to be done, man. So like I said, man, you know, people counting on you, brother. A lot of things that you said tonight do make some sense. You know what I mean? A lot of this is just simply common sense. I mean, we're not brand new to this. We're not brand new to this government, the injustices, this system. You know,
right.
All of us are aware of how niggas get down and how easily manipulated niggas are. You know, and they'll be willing to take down their own for their own benefit, even if for pennies.
That's right.
We're all on the same page. So now it's time to put that muscle together and make sure that we keep some peace in these streets and get it popping.
Man, when they figured out how to turn up, that was a great thing they did to do. They ain't got to come here and do that no more. They just send one of our own. I mean, it's sad that it's like that. So I don't have nothing against you, Dirty Jazz. I just wish you would keep my name out your mouth, and I know you listening. If you are truly for Rob, give me a call.
Okay.
I'll do it in 10 seconds.
Okay.
I'm talking to Daylight because I know he's listening.
You're right.
Me and you, I have a strategy that we're working out with bloggers that will agree to say, okay, at this time, this is the message we're going to push.
Okay.
And all y'all got common sense. Take a look at it and make sense. Y'all roll with it. If not, then it is what it is. I mean, so, but the opportunity is going to present itself for us to have a grandstand. It is honor.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you know what? I'll be in touch with you, brother, because something has to happen. You know what I mean? And I mean, if what you're saying is valid and how you honestly feel about Rob and freeing him and this, that, and the other, it'll work. It's got to work.
Yeah,
it's got to work.
It will work.
Okay.
All right, man.
All right, bro. I appreciate your time, man. Thanks for calling in.
No problem.
All right, fam.